There, you can all hear Casper before you can even hear me, I guess. There, you can all hear Casper. Casper, that's enough. Oh boy. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I am on a mug making marathon, so things are pretty busy. I would like to know something that I'm trying out today is my mic. And if you can hear me, uh, and if it sounds good, or if you hear a lot of disturbance, let me know. I'm trying a new lapel mic so that when I'm moving around the studio, you can still hear me and my voice doesn't go in and out all the time, which is what happens quite a bit. So just let me know. I would appreciate the input. Charles, hey Charles. Yes, I'm getting mugged. Oh, the pressure of making mugs never gets over. So I hope you can hear me well compared to previously. Um, I'm trying a new lapel mic, which is attached to me so that my voice doesn't go in and out so much when I walk around the studio. That was something that always annoyed me, but it was time I invested in a better mic, and there will be some announcements to come soon. You're on your phone right now? Okay. Yeah, so there are going to be some announcement regarding me teaching some classes and stuff. So I kind of wanted to make sure I have my mic set up well and that, you know, you all can hear me. One thing I'll have to do is fix some lights. I have two of my lights that are in bad state right now. Well, they are gone and they flicker sometimes, which really bothers me. I hate flicking lights. So I'm doing small cups, I have to do mugs, I have to do all kinds of crazy things. So, Charles, are you there for a few minutes? I would like to switch over to the other mic to see whether that is better or which one you prefer. Yeah, earbuds are good. The thing is, I need something wireless and I needed a good mic to record on my laptop, especially when I'm walking around the studio. And I always had trouble. Oh, you're on lunch? Okay, let me switch over to the laptop mic, which I have used previously. So you can let me know whether, hey, this is a lot worse or you like. So this. Okay, what do you think about this now? Is it better than before or worse than before? Oh, your earbuds have a decent mic. That's good. Yeah, my the thing is, I don't like to wear earbuds. I have like headphones, big headphones which go over my ears. I like them better, but that mic is not that great. Oh, so you can hear the volume go up and down on this laptop mic? Okay, because currently I'm on the laptop mic. So I'm going to switch over back to the lapel mic, and you can let me know if this is better. Means I did a recording first, and I also realized that the lapel was more even throughout. So I'm kind of hoping. So now we are to the lapel mic, which is attached to me. So now when I even walk back and forth to my board to put my mugs on, my voice shouldn't be breaking up. I think I'm supposed to charge this thing too. Oh, it's a lot clearer on the lapel mic. Yeah, good. Good to know because, you know, once that money is spent on a new equipment, you just hope that it is what it's supposed to do. So I'm glad it's better. Yeah, and I'm going to go back on my on the YouTube video after finish recording this and see actually how it sounds. So that'll give me a pretty decent idea as well. Um, but I also wanted to get an input from someone who's watching. So because it could be a laptop thing too. Sometimes the laptop or a different computer makes it sound different, but now since it's on YouTube as well, I can hear it on my computer laptop, my desktop, my other laptop, or even relay it on my TV and see how the volume holds. I used a pair of wireless earbuds for online. Yeah, that can be good too. I need it specifically for recording some how-to videos. Yeah, the thing with anything like earbuds, which kind of go inside the ear, I cannot handle that. I find them very uncomfortable. I've tried different kinds. Uh, they keep falling off for one thing, and then the ones that fit in kind of give me a very underwater feel, which is not a very comfortable feeling for me. So that's why I avoid using earbuds. Headphones are good, but it's just that the headphones I got, like, they're Bluetooth headphones, so they are wireless, so that's good, but the mic on them is really bad. So that's why I was hoping that at least in the studio here, I can use this lapel mic and have a better audio. And anyone else who's listening, if you find any issues with my audio or anything, just let me know. Just testing out a new mic. I would appreciate all the input I can get. So I wanted to try some different angles with my camera, if such a thing was possible. Charles says, I understand. I use them in the ear as I was using them quite a bit. Speakers are not loud enough for teaching. Oh, yeah, true. And sometimes I do like headphones as such too, because it just helps me concentrate and focus on what I'm listening. Otherwise, I get too distracted with other noises around. Um, it gives like good focused attention, which I kind of like at times. even if I'm listening to an audiobook or something. Like in the studio, usually I've just, played it on the speakers of my phone and it's been fine. But when I get a chance, I like to put the headphones on. I also need to know how much of heavy breathing do you get to listen with the lapel mic. That was my other concern. I'm like, if I have a mic right next to my face, how bad is it going to pick up all the other sounds? So I don't know if I'm conscious about that, and that's why I'm not breathing heavy. But you know, I think throughout this video, at some point, I'll forget about the mic, and I might get into my usual routine, and then I will know. So I'll have to watch this entire video myself at some point to make sure everything is going fine. Exciting too many ladies with your heavy breathing. I guess. Yeah, in some videos when I've heard myself and I go like, "Oh my God, why it's so bad? I need I need to do something about it." But yeah, it is what it is. And it might happen later on when I'm tired and I'm working, then the heavy breathing will really start. Charles says I'm used to ignoring myself online. Yeah, it's become such second nature now, being online and like earlier I used to be not means I've been doing videos and stuff even before the pandemic, but now it's become like such a routine that I'm just like fine, whatever. So Charles says, other than muting the mic when I know I'm making a noise. Yeah. Okay, Daphne says, the mic is wonderful. So annoying when people's voices go in and out because they move from their phone while demonstrating. Yes, that's the whole point, Daphne, and that's the thing which I have realized in my videos. And I was like, this is not working so well, and I'm working towards creating some better videos uh, showing my demonstration techniques, and I'll have some like workshops and stuff made. Announcements of that will come in some time, but I wanted some better quality audio to go with it as well. So Charles says, I realize I've been doing a podcast for over 4 years. Oh my goodness, Charles, that's so much work. I started a podcast. I started a podcast with Nancy from Schmutzerella Yarn, and we are still chatting on a regular basis. And the way our podcast was not like a very planned podcast, we were just like, hey, let's just press the record button during our weekly chats, and we'll do a little bit of editing if needed, and but yeah, we don't do a whole lot of editing or anything either. Oh yeah, you're doing it live. Yeah, mine means ours is not live, but we kind of do very minimum editing, and we don't plan what you're going to talk about. We just chat. We kind of stopped doing it, and it's only temporary on hold. uh, we had to put it on hold after Casper's surgery and everything. Like things got really hectic at my end. They still are, and we are hoping that after these I get done with Red Order, and then Stitches West is next week. Nancy is doing both those shows. I'm just doing Red Order. And after that, I'll probably, we'll probably figure out a routine and get back to it. And then hopefully we can be more regular about it. And hopefully, Casper's routine with his appointments and stuff is also a little bit more settled. So just have to take care of those things first. But yeah, it's definitely good to, have good audio for sure. I know I'm hoping I wonder if I can even use this. I probably can use this even upstairs on my desktop as a mic, but there I'm usually just sitting in front of my desktop, and the mic of my webcam is actually pretty good. So I usually use that when I'm sitting upstairs, when I'm spinning and stuff. But also, I have been wanting to do some videos while I'm quilting, and with the way I quilt, the improv quilt way, I'm, against the wall, I'm sewing, I'm ironing, I'm just walking around 3, 4 different places all the time. So I think uh, having the lapel mic for that would be really good. Uh, I might actually just take my laptop upstairs and not record on my desktop. I mean, not do a live from my desktop. Just use this laptop instead. And hopefully that should be good, but we'll see. So, most likely this weekend, uh, which is basically in the next few days, I need to post about some of the new mugs that I've been making for the upcoming show. I have a new pattern this year. Like, I try my best to do a new one every time. Hey Maram, Maram is chatting from YouTube. So I'm going to be introducing my new mug pattern, and this weekend I will post about it in the Patreon group so people there can see it first. And initially it's going to be open only for pre-sale for everyone. It's nice to see you too, and I'm glad you got to catch me live, Maram. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I'll have enough for the show, and then I'm also having, making more, and but I'll be taking pre-orders for all online stuff because I need inventory for the show. So those new mugs I will be sharing with the Patreon group this weekend. Sometime next week I will put them up for pre-orders for everyone else to purchase, and then I'll just continue making more mugs for the show. And after the show gets done, if I have any left, priority will be given to the Patreon members. If they have made any purchases, then the Patreons will get them first. Then I will go through the list of everyone else who's placed an order, first come, first basis based on the inventory I have, and I'll be making more. So hopefully by, in 6 weeks or so of posting or purchase, you will get your mug. That's what the hope is. But, we'll just have to see how things go. Don't like to make very future promises anymore. I'm like, things change. But that's what the plan is so far. So currently what I'm doing is I'm making the walls of my mugs. Um, Bottoms of these are going to be attached later on. If you're familiar with my work, it's all slab built. So So, how many who are watching would be interested in some online workshops? I am working towards, because if you have caught me live before or you watch my YouTube channel, you have seen that I do post quite often, just but they are live videos of me working. I'm not necessarily talking in detail about the process. Um, I talk about it if somebody asks me, but I wanted to make some much better, well planned workshops showing the start through finish of the different things that I make. Um, I'm going to be doing like extruder things. Extruder is probably going to be, it's on top of my list to work on. Things like the oil bottles and butter dishes and salt pepper shakers and all those kinds of pieces that I make using the extruder. That would be one of, not one of the classes, but I'm probably going to divide it into separate sections. So if a person wants to just watch oil bottles, they get to watch oil bottles. If you want butter dishes, then you get to watch butter dishes. So I'm planning to record and do some of that work. Uh, there will be some things coming up, so keep an eye out for that. But there are about 5, 6 people watching right now. I'm curious to know if among you folks, if there is anyone interested in things like that, or if you have a request as to what I should teach, or what you would like to learn online. The other thing that I was doing is um, spinning, spinning workshops as well. So Daphne, say I saw you asked in the extruding slab group. You're interested to see what you do for the oil bottles. Didn't know you extruded the butter dishes. Yes, yes, Daphne. That was my initial ask, to know the feel about it, and things are in the works. I'm working towards it. So yes, the butter dishes are extruded. My salt pepper shakers, which are shaped like pillows, they are extruded. Soap pumps extruded. I extrude a lot of my work. Even actually the slabs for my mugs, these are all extruded too. I use a slab roller essentially as a work table. You are currently watching my slab roller. This is my slab roller here. So, and I use a slab roller to apply texture on my pieces, but not essentially to make slabs. I extrude all my slabs. I just find it so much more efficient. So, yes, there will be things like that coming up. And as far as your interest, Daphne, since you have spoken up, what do you think is a better thing? Would you like s- uh, shorter videos showing start to finish of one particular kind of item versus a long workshop showing all the different things, but then that's going to be quite a long workshop, and then it's going to be a higher price point attached to it as well. Or you can pick and choose, like if you just wanted to learn oil bottles, you would just take that class. If you wanted butter dishes, you would just take that class, but it would show the start to end of the entire process. um, I'm kind of favoring towards having smaller separate classes, because sometimes it's like, like I might keep coming up with a different thing to extrude and show, then I can always add that as a separate class if somebody wants to take, rather than trying to make this one long 16-hour workshop, which, because usually when I do teach in person workshops, they are 2-day workshops in which I cover like several pieces. Like I'll do the butter dishes, oil bottles, the pitchers, the creamers, everything. So I'm thinking I'll make like shorter ones so that it's more interesting. Yes, Maram. Maram says, I didn't know you could extrude that many things. Yes. Actually, an extruder is actually one of those tools which is the most overlooked in the studio because people purchase it, and then they make handles out of it, and then that's probably it. If you get like the select set of dies that comes with the extruder, then you can just make certain things out of the extruder. And but it gets a lot more interesting once you start making your own dies. So I might cover that as a separate class as well, as to how I make my extruded dies. And so hopefully those things can, benefit people as to how to go about the whole process. But yeah, and it's great for production work. Daphne says, I think it'll depend on when they are. I think the shorter classes would be easier to fit into a schedule. I'm basically on here during a break between business class. So for me, weekends, weekdays would be when I could attend. Yes. So what I'm thinking, Daphne, is going to be a combination of things. Is not necessarily the workshops will be live, because what happens with clay is that it dries. Sometimes it has like limited, um, like I cannot make an entire oil bottle, or even if somebody else is watching, you cannot really do the whole start to end process all in one go, because the clay is too wet in the beginning. I have to wait a whole day till I can work on the next step. So if I was even doing a live video, I would have pre-made pieces which I would be pulling out and saying, okay, I've made this now. Let's wait for a day and then next day. But I would pull out my piece that I had already worked on, like a TV cooking show, and then worked on that. So that would kind of stop the flow of anyone was doing something hands-on. But I think essentially the all that content I could really clean up and put together into a recorded video a lot cleaner with good close-ups and everything. And I might actually play that video as a live session. So it could still be a live class which you could attend. I would play the clipping and you can interact with me live, asking questions throughout. So you would still get, in fact, good and better views with me not fumbling and throwing my tools on the floor like I just did.